Namo Doer Savariyantanam, Namo Doer Savaridanam, Namo Doer Savayiriyam, Namo Doer Savjayam, Namo Doer Savatrikalavati Savanam, Omkara Mindu Sanyuta Nityam Jayanti Yogina, Kamadam Okshadam Jai Omkaraya Namo Namo, Manganam Bhagavayo, Manganam Uttamam, Manganam Kunkundariyo, Jendram Osumanganam Namasamaya. Swanubhutya Jatha Sthiti Svahai Bhavaya Vivaho Nirusnidata.
Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Aryantanam. Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Siddhanam. Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Aryanam. Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Vajayanam. Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Savanam. Eso Panchanamukaro Sarvapava Pranasano Manglalancha Sarvasing Padamam Havai Manglam. Omkaram Bindu Sanyuktam Nityam Dhyayanti Yoginam Kamadam Moksadam Sheva Omkaraya Namo Nama Namo Samay Saraya Swanama Bhutya Chakasate Chitsabhavaya Bhavaya Sarva Bhavantarachide Agnanatimirandhanam Gnana Anjana Salakaya Chaksurunmiritam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Nama Tirthankaro Jagatana Jayavanta Varto Omkaranada Jinano Jayavanta Varto Jinana Samosarana Sau Jayavanta Varto Netirthachara Jagama Jayavanta Varto Namo Tirthanayakane Namo Omkaranadane Omkara Sangarotene Namo Te Sri Kunda Kundane Aho Upakara Jinavarano Kundano Dvani Divyano Jina Kunda Dvani Apya Aho Te Guru Kanano Aho Te Bhagavati Matano Dhruv Achalane Anupamagati Pamel Sarve Siddhane Vande Kaho Sutta Kevali Bhasita Asamaya Prabrata Are Eka Suddha Sada Arupi Gnana Darasanamaya Khare Kai Anyate Maru Jari Paramanu Matra Nati Are Jamanetra Tema Jagnana Natikara Kanati Vedaka Are Jane Jakara Modaya Nirajara Bandate Majamokshane Om Namah Siddhebhyo Om Namah Siddhebhyo Om Shri Siddhatmane Namaha. Jai Jinendra. We are talking about Jain universe and what is this Jain universe made up of? What are the components of the Jain universe? That's what we are talking about. We went through some of the slides, so let me bring those slides and we'll. So Jain universe is component, out of which we already saw all these things. So many slides have already been seen. We went up to, these slides are also done. Okay, so here is what's the element of the universe as described by Lord or Omniscient Lord. We already talked this one last time. So now, again, short recapitulation so that we have pretty good idea what we are talking about. Number one, Jain universe with its innumerable space point. This is the universe shape that we know about it. There are innumerable space point in the sense, if we take this whole room into divided into two, further into two, and you come to a point that you cannot further divide that space. That is called one space point. And so the whole universe is like all the small teeny tiny dots. I'm not able to crop this picture, but it is just residing, all these dots will be residing in this Jain universe. And they cannot be divided further. So they are there, innumerable. Remember, we just talked last time, numerical number, 100,000, 10,000, 100,000, million, billion, trillion. Those are countable numbers. They are numerical numbers. Then there are innumerable numbers are there, which is actually some simile is given in the scripture. It says 10 raised to 29 and beyond. Now, beyond word is important, not 10 raised to 29 and stop, but beyond. So all the space points are very, very teeny tiny space point. For example, if we just take 1 square inch also, there'll be innumerable space point. And the whole entire universe we take, there is also innumerable space point. So there are gradation of the innumerability. If I say, Sanjay bhai, give me 2-digit numbers. So you will just say 10 and Gitaben will say it's 99. And in between, any number could be there, the 2 digits number. So same way here, so for 2-digit number could be 10 up to 99 means 89 possible combination could be there for 2 digits number. If we take innumerable space point and we take permutation combination, so how many permutation combination can occur? Huge number of combinations. So that's why in 1 square inch area of the space, there are innumerable space point. At the same time, whole entire universe also has innumerable space point. So you can understand the gradation between 1 square inches and the whole universe. So those are the, plus if we want real understanding of this innumerability or infinity and everything, yes, scripture gives answers. For our purpose right now, what is our purpose? Our purpose is not to find how exactly innumerability is arrived, but innumerable means it's a huge number. We have to understand that part and keep going, because we are not stuck there. This is kind of one thing and we have to build up upon so many things on it. So now Jain universe has innumerable space points. Now, same thing here, Jain universe with the innumerable space point, and that means cosmic space has innumerable space point, which is depicted over here. Then souls are infinite. In this area of the Jain universe, infinite souls are living and matter particles are infinitely infinite. That means in this innumerable space, let's take one space point here. In this innumerable space point, infinite souls and infinite matter particles are residing. That means in each space point, see, each space point represents innumerability, and each soul represents infinite souls. Each matter particle represents infinite matter particle. That means in the one space point, more than one soul and more than one matter particles has to get accustomed, has to get accommodated. Not only more than one, because it's an innumerability over here, the space is innumerable and numbers are infinite. So those infinite numbers, they cramp together and they live. Their living quarter is cramped, if we want to say that. That means in one space point, if we take it over here, for example, that could be lots of soul can be represented, and infinite amount of matter particle also can be represented. So that gives us idea that one space point, how many things are associated, how many things are cramped up. As we had a question last week, that in the sky that we see it right now, what about the space point there? Yes, there are microscopic matter particles are there that we cannot see. And yes, there are souls that they're invisible microscopic souls are there. Microscopic is a very, very puny word. It doesn't give the real, it doesn't impart the real meaning of it. Because remember, here we are talking infinite soul adjusting in an innumerable space point. So each space point carries so many souls. Now we can go further. Time units. The time units are innumerable as the space point of the universe are innumerable. Time unit has an innumerability because now look at each dot represents one time unit, another time unit, this is third time unit, fourth time. So that way in the whole universe, there are innumerable time units are there. There is no better word in the English for us. That's why we just say time unit, but it's called Kalanu, K-A-L-A-N-U, Kalanu. So this Kalanu will be occupying each space point. This is one Kalanu here, another Kalanu here, third Kalanu. They are just sitting there. They don't move. And that is called absolute time. Absolute time doesn't move, but the conventional time shows second, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, years, Palyopam years, Sagropam years, Ardha Chakra, Pudgal per hour, and all kind of things are represented as a conventional time. Absolute time, it doesn't move and it stays in the space point. Sorry. It just stays in the space point, one space point, two space point, third Kalanu, fourth Kalanu, fifth time unit, sixth time. So they are innumerable innumerable time units present in an innumerable space point. So one space point, one Kalanu, and that's where it stays. Now we go further. What it is? Medium of motion is one in number. This medium of motion is one in number, and
Kirit uncle, I don't see your computer on my screen. Usually I can see your computer.
Oh, I think I may not.
The slide nathi dekhati.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have to share the slides. Okay, so I have to share the screen. Okay, 1 second. Sorry. Where is my things here?
See, we get it.
Okay, 1 second. Share the screen. Okay, now it should be there. I'm sorry. Share screen, and slides. Okay, now you can see it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll quickly go
Yes.
through. Okay, I have. This is the Lokakash, the cosmic space, and there are innumerable space points are there. You know, this innumerability that I'm representing is a kind of a square, but then rectangular, and this is the size of the universe. So imagine that all these dots are present in this cosmic space. So there are innumerable space points are there. And so as we said, innumerable space point, souls are infinite, matter particles infinitely infinite. So that means in each space point, there are lots and lots of souls, and that the infinite amount of matter particle will reside in one space point. And so even though they are cramped up in one space point, they will not lose their independence. Then Kal, as we said, the time units, absolute time units are stable in each and every space point. So one space point here, second space point, third space point, fourth. So that means one Kalanu, second Kalanu, third Kalanu, fourth Kalanu, means one absolute time unit, second absolute time unit, third absolute time unit. So that's what the absolute time. But conventional time will have a second, minutes, hour, days, weeks, months, and things like that. So as there are innumerable space point in the cosmic space, that means Kal units, time units are also innumerable in the space point. Remember, these are the absolute time units. They don't move. It's a conventional time unit that we just talk about second, minutes, hours, and everything. So that's a time unit. Now we are coming to the medium of motion. Medium of motion is a number, is one in number, but it is spread throughout the whole cosmic space. And as whole cosmic space has innumerable space point, that means the medium of motion will be touching each and every of these space point of the cosmic space, yeah, right? Okay, then we are having the medium of rest. Medium of rest is also one in number, but it is spread through the whole cosmic space, and it will be touching each and every space point of the cosmic space. So ultimately, what we have in universe, all the 6 universal substances are there, innumerable space point, an infinite amount of soul, matter particle, all those things will be remaining to each other. We are talking now space. Space means this is called cosmic space. This is called transcosmic space. So cosmic space and transcosmic space is a huge, huge, huge number, because cosmic space is small, teeny tiny area, and rest of the things are all transcosmic space. So this way the whole universe is established. Now, the question is, what do I care for all these things? What do I learn from all these things? Well, it's very, very important. This is just the basic, very basic principle. And what will I learn? That's we are going to go through it. There are 4 or 5 points they are there, which will be going through it. And that will tell us how much more in a simple thing that I can learn. For example, if I know about the Jain universe, then I become the younger son of the Omniscient Lord. Means I become the Lagu Nandan. One becomes the Lagu Nandan of the Omniscient Lord. Wait a second. Simple thing like knowing the universe, and I become like a Omniscient Lord. What is this going? What things are going on over here? Well, let's try to explain how this sentence derived from where it came out. Now, example. We are going to take example over here first. What's the example? Let me just put this down. Okay. Example. What's the example over here? That there are $6 in my account in the bank. There are $6 in my bank account, and the same thing, same information is written in the ledger in the bank, and that means that same thing is in my knowledge also. $6 in the bank, they are written in the ledger, and that means they are also in my knowledge. And that means when all 3 are equal, then bookkeeping is said to be correct. Simple example, right? Okay. Now, same way, when Omniscient Lord in his divine Omkar sound has told us, has taught us that there are 6 types of substances are there in the universe. So that's what he told us. Then scripture are also showing the existence of the 6 universal substances. That's why, because of that thing, same thing came in my knowledge about the 6 universal substances, and therefore my knowledge account is correct about the 6 universal substances. Omniscient Lord has seen those things. He talked, he just gave the discourses in that divine sound. Then first disciple of the Omniscient Lord, they created scripture out of in which they said that there are 6 substances. And when I learn about it, I understand about it, I think about it, I digest about it, that means now I know the 6 substances. Therefore, this account is clear. This knowledge is correct. So, what's the difference in knowledge of the Omniscient Lord and mine? Omniscient Lord knew the 6 substances, and I also end up knowing 6 substances, and that's why I became his younger son. So, but what's the difference? There has to be some difference, right? Yes, there is some difference. What's the difference? He, means the Omniscient Lord, knows directly, while I end up knowing indirectly with the help of senses. What is this direct and indirect business now? Remember, soul has one important attribute called knowledge. Soul ends up knowing because of this important attribute called knowledge. Whether this soul is in a one sense life, having only touch sensation, or he could be 5 sense human being like us, or it could be the enlightened soul like monks, or he could be the liberated soul like Siddha Bhagavan. They all have knowledge attribute, and they know by their knowledge, virtue of their knowledge attribute. Their knowledge occurs because of presence of knowledge attribute. So, Aryan Bhagavan, Omniscient Lord, Siddha Bhagavan, liberated soul, they know because their knowledge attribute is pure, and there is no karma association is there. This is a pure soul. So this pure soul knows everything directly. It doesn't need any help of any senses or anything else. But me, if I might close my eyes, I can't see the computer screen. If I take my glasses out, I'm becoming half blind. So for us, our knowledge is through the medium of our senses, means eyes and eyeglasses, and maybe we are deaf, so we need the hearing aids and everything. So we need those means. That's why it's called indirect knowledge, paroksha knowledge. And Siddha Bhagavan, Aryan Bhagavan, they know directly without having any senses. So this is very important thing that we have to know. Now, so that was the first point we understood, that by knowing exact same is what Omniscient Lord has seen in his knowledge, and he imparted those things. Now I know it. That's why I'm the younger son of Omniscient Lord. Why younger son? Why not a prince? Well, prince, who is a prince of Omniscient Lord? The monk who is on 6th and 7th spiritual stages. Monk who has experienced a soul, he keeps on experiencing soul moment after moment after moment, and he is so close to obtaining omniscience that 48 minutes, if he remains stagnant in his eternal true nature of self, then he becomes Omniscient Lord also. So that's why he is a prince. And we are the younger sons. We understand and we are on the pathway. So that's what we are understanding about this thing. So now, what's the second benefit I get by knowing of 6 universal substances? True knowledge about existence of a thing. I get absolute knowledge about the way the things are. I get that knowledge. How? Well, whatever came in the knowledge of the Omniscient Lord is the true nature of given substances present in the universe. There are 6 universal substances present in the universe, and exact same is illuminated in Omniscient Lord's knowledge. Omniscient Lord's knowledge, consider that one as a mirror. Whole universe is over here, and whole universe gets reflected or illuminated in this mirror. Same way, whole universe is here, and it is getting illuminated in the knowledge of the Omniscient Lord. That means whatever Omniscient Lord perceived, that's a exact number of substances present in the universe. If the mirror perceives that there is a fire reflection, then this fire is present in the outside. If mirror is reflecting snow, then there is going to be snow outside. If Omniscient Lord illuminated 6 universal substances in his knowledge, then there are 6 universal substances present in the universe. So, this is from the Omniscient Lord's perspective. Then, that means there are 6 universal substances and no more or no less, because Omniscient Lord perceived 6 substances, and then on his divine messages, or Omkar messages, he told us that there are 6 universal substances. That means there are 6 substances, no more or no less. If I believe it to be the only one substance, or 5, or more or less, then it's a wrong belief. Remember, Omniscient Lord saw the 6 substances. That means there are 6 in the universe. And so if I believe more or less than 6, then it is called wrong belief. It's called mithyatva. So when one starts believing these 6 substances, and he has right knowledge about the substances, and then he has right knowledge about substances in the universe, I start believing, because Omniscient Lord said, he gave the discourses, and I just dissected those sentences, and I understood that, yeah, it appears to be right. And so now I have the right knowledge about all these 6 universal substances. So, what happened? How did I get the right knowledge? Because first Omniscient Lord knew that one. So this way I get true knowledge about existence of a thing or existence of 6 universal substances. So this is my second benefit. Third one. This is very, very important. Doer and enjoyer idea disappears. Kartutva and bhoktrutva idea disappears. When I know 6 universal substances, then my doership goes away, my enjoyment idea goes away. In the sense, I get happiness from this pen, or I just don't like this black pen. I like this red pen, because when I use this red pen, my handwriting comes out good. This is a lousy one. So now I have doership. I became doer of this pen. Pen is doing its own work. But then I said, I'm the doer of you. This body, I go jogging and I maintain my weight and everything. And that's why nobody can tell me today that I'm going to be 68 years old next month. Wait a second. You mean me as a soul taking care of my body and maintaining my body and everything? If I do body's work, what is body going to do for itself? So this doer and enjoyer, kartutva, bhoktrutva, this is the extreme important point, and Kunkun Swami gave so much importance to this one that he gave 68 to 144 stanza in Samaisar only on these 2 points. It's very, very important. How does it occur? Let's see. Question now. Omniscient Lords end up knowing all the 6 universal substances and their attributes and mode. Listen, what does Omniscient Lord know? Because his knowledge is being purified. The modification of the knowledge attribute has become absolutely pure. And because it's absolutely pure, Omniscient Lord can see the whole universe. For example, I have a mirror, but this mirror has lots of dust, or somebody put a mud on it. Will I be able to see my reflection? Or even if my reflection is there, how will it be? It will be hazy, distorted, things like that. Now I come and I put the water on it and clean it out, put the glass cleaner, everything. Now I stand in front of the mirror. What does mirror show me? Exact same way I am. Similarly, this knowledge modification occurring in the Omniscient Lord, it is purified completely. Because it's purified completely, so it reflects everything in the universe the way they are. Not only the way they are, but it also reflects all the substances. All the substances means infinite souls, infinite matter particles, medium of motion as one, medium of rest as one, time as innumerable, just as the space point of the cosmic space, and space is huge. All those 6 universal substances, Omniscient Lord manifest in his knowledge mode. Now, not only the substance, but each substance has infinite attributes. Now, this infinite attributes needs little explanation, so bear with me. Number 1, how many souls are in the universe? Infinite. How many matter particles are there in the universe? Infinite times infinite. Okay? How many time units are there? Conventional time units, the basic time unit, which is called samay. How many are there? Infinite times third infinite. Okay. How many space point of the whole cosmic space and non-cosmic, trans-cosmic space are there? What is it? How many space point of the cosmic and trans-cosmic space are there, which is a huge in number, which has become 4th infinite. Infinite times, of course, it means infinite only, but one infinite times another infinite times another infinite. And how many attributes are there in me as a soul substance? Another infinite. So infinite times infinite, that many attributes I have it. I have it means each and every soul has it. I have it, you have it, everybody has it. 1 sense life has it, 2 sense life having it, 3, 4, 5 senses, and heavenly soul, infernal soul, plants and animal kingdom, everybody, each and every soul has that many infinite attributes present in them. Not only the souls, but the matter particle also has that many attributes. Number-wise, they are different types, but number-wise similar. Same attributes are same number of attributes are present in the medium of motion, medium of rest, space, and the time. So think about it. So how many total attributes are there? considering from all the substances of the universe, huge number of attributes. Each attribute, every samay, every moment keeps on transforming by itself. Transformation keeps on occurring in this attribute. All these things, huge number of substances in the universe, infinite number of substances in the universe, and there each substance having infinite attributes, and each attribute keeps on transforming, since time infinite will continue till time immortal. All this thing gets reflected in an Omniscient Lord's knowledge, because his knowledge mode is absolutely pure. My knowledge is limited. I know what is happening in this room, maybe a little bit more, but that's it. I don't understand, I don't see, I don't visualize whole universe, because my knowledge mode is clouded. My knowledge mode is like that dirty mirror. And Omniscient Lord's knowledge is like a pure, perfect mirror. So he knows everything, right? Next, substances also remain same in the past, present, and future. See, these substances, they are infinite in numbers, and they were never created, never die. They remain exact same number in the past, present, and future. Total number of souls in the universe are same. Total number of matter particles are in the universe are same. Same is a medium of motion, medium of rest, space, and time. So substances are also remaining past, present, and future same. So how do I get benefit from this fact? That's my question, right? So answer. Okay, one made the point that substances are infinite, their attributes are infinite times infinite, whatever, and their modes are huge in numbers, past, present, and future. What do I know from this fact? Well, answer is, since time infinite, I believe of being doer and enjoyer of the modes of the objects of the universe. I am the one who can deliver the lecture. I'm the one who is very healthy person right now. I have very healthy body right now. I am the one with more money than anybody. All kind of thing. That means I take the doership in the inanimate objects. This is mine and I love it. This is mine and I don't like. Who said that you have to just say likes and dislikes? Things are same as they are. I just make attachment or aversion towards those things. I like my friends. I don't like my enemies. In fact, I hate my enemies. Wait a second. All the substances in the universe are there since time infinite. They remain in their own sphere of influence. I do not have any influence on any material objects or anybody else, living or non-living, in this universe. You mean just because I talk, that's why you are learning? No way, Jose. I keep on talking. This is my responsibility and it ends with me. Your responsibility, you are listening, it's your responsibility, your action. I can't interfere. I can't just say yes or no or anything. Whatever you want to do, you do it. Whatever I want to do, I do it. So everybody is independent. Now, what I believe, since time infinite, I believe that I'm a doer and enjoyer. Okay, you know what? I raise my kids and that's why they are doing fantastic. And I do this. If I was not there, then how this family is going to work and all kind of nonsense I keep on believing in. I believe as if the cart is going and underneath the dog is walking, and dog says, just because of me, the cart is going on. Well, the turn came and cart went this way and dog went this way. And dog said, what happened? I was the doer of it. How come cart? Because cart took its own path and dog, you took its own path. I am erroneously thinking that I'm doing all these things. This is my wrong belief. This is my mithyatva. Forget about the whole society, whole universe, I am the doer of my body. You know, I control my eating very well. When I do exercises, I just do jogging and everything. I burn so many calories. When I do meditation, I take a deep breath. Nonsense thing. These are bodily actions. It's not my action. Me as a soul, I have my sphere of influence with the soul limited only. Body's actions are bodily limitation, and that's it. So if I believe that I'm working, I do something for my body, that's a wrong belief. Yes, it happens that I want to raise my hand and hand is going up. I want to bring my hand down, hand is going down. Remember, see what happens? Whatever I thought it happened, no, it didn't happen that way. Hand was supposed to go up, hand was supposed to come down. What I did was I just thought about it. I just had that kind of inclination in my soul. So my inclination in the soul and hands moving up and down, those two things appear to be occurring at the same time. And that's why I believe that I'm the doer of my hand. I move my hand up and that doesn't happen. So this is called mithyatva. Then every substance exists due to self. No other substance can help its existence. No one can alter the nature of a given substance. Every substance remains pure, absolutely same that was there in past, will remain in the future. Nobody can change anything to this substance. I cannot do anything to anybody. Nobody else can do anything to me. Every substances are independent in this universe. This is the Jainism's most basic principle, telling that dravya swatantrata means the independence of each and every universal substances. That's a great principle. And Gurudev Kanji Swami, for 45 years, with our luck, that he gave those discourses, and today we know all those things because of him giving discourses. So he did something good to me, right? No, not at all. Why? He spoke about it. I have an interest, so I went on the internet, I found out those lecture, I downloaded that one, I put it on my iPad and iPod, and I went for jogging. So it was my decision to listen. It's there on the internet. 9,200 hours of lectures are there. If my computer has all those lectures, then my computer should have a Samyak Darshan right now. No, it doesn't happen. When one puts effort, his own, then he can do something good for himself, and that's it. So, when I believe in Omniscient Lord's capacity of knowing, because what Omniscient Lord knows, 6 universal substances are there. They keep on transforming by themselves. They have their own infinite attributes are there within. So if Omniscient Lord has seen that way, and if I believe in Omniscient Lord, then my doership and enjoymentship already disappears, because all the alien objects keep on transforming by themselves. All the souls keep on transforming by themselves. I keep on transforming by myself. Nobody can interfere with me. I can't interfere with anybody else. So how can I be a doer of something, of an abstract object? Nothing. So this way I become free from this doership and enjoyership that I believe. And so this is my infinite times past having this wrong belief, which breaks down because I just believed what Omniscient Lord has said about 6 substances. Just knowing the 6 substances, the most important thing disappears, that my wrong belief disappears. And when I start believing Omniscient Lord, then I end up getting right belief, right faith, means samyaktva. I just say, I'm responsible for my soul. My sphere of influence is within me only. I cannot do anything to anybody. Nobody else can do anything to me. Those are the things when I understand. That means I have a right faith. And once I have right faith, I'm on the path of liberation. Simple thing, knowing the 6 universal substances, and I could be in the path of liberation. Isn't it a great thing? Very, very first base principle that I know it, and I can already obtain my samyaktva. I can already obtain my right faith, and I could be in the path of liberation. So, Omniscient Lords end up knowing all substances, and the same is getting transformed independently in each substance of the universe, and so I cannot interfere in anything else. And that's why I give up my doership. If I don't believe this fact, if I don't believe this fact of that Omniscient Lord presented for all 6 universal substances, then I'm the ignorant soul, and I'll keep on wandering in the 4 realms of existence. I'll be in the heavenly life, and infernal life, and plant and animal life, and all kind of things. I'll keep on going and going and going and going, and that will be my suffering forever. So, number 4. Now, this is very, very radical principle that we are going to go through it. So, hang on tight. Knowledge, I don't know time-wise, how much is the time? We still have 15 minutes. Okay. So, that's good. Okay. I don't want to go about time. Okay. So, knowledge, so 1 second. Knowledge mode occurring in sequential order. This is a great principle that Acharya Kunkun Swami presented in Samaysar, stanza 316, 17, 18, 19, 20, like that. So these are 4 or 5 stanzas that Kunkun Swami presented those things. And Gurudev Kanji Swami opened the secret of these stanzas, and he put forward a radical principle, and it just shaken up the whole Jain community, because nobody was able to understand those kind of things before. And we are fortunate that we have all those things available, that we know those things now. So knowledge mode occurring in sequential, what does it mean? Means for example, word mode, we have to give a little bit more explanation. Mode means modification. As we said before many times, we are sitting on the front of on the beach, on the ocean, and wave after wave after wave after wave, they come and break, come and break, come and break. These waves after waves after waves are called modification of the ocean. Ocean as a whole remains Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean remains, Arabian Ocean remains the same, constant. But their waves, they come and break, come and break, come and break. Since time infinite they are coming, since time infinite, for the time infinite future, they will continue to do that. Same way, my knowledge mode and my rest of the infinite attributes also. Let's put all the infinite attribute on the side and take knowledge mode only. Then it keeps on coming one at a time, one at a time. So, for example, first thing before I woke up in the morning today, I had a dream. Okay. I started perspiring in the dream because it was a scary dream. And that dream was over, and then another dream came, and I was feeling kind of pleasant about it. Then I woke up and I said, I need to go to the bathroom. Then I need to do the toothbrush and everything. I need to take a shower. I need to take a nityakram. I have to do Namokamatra recitation, all kind of things that I can do, keeps on doing different activities. Each activity is called modification. Each activity is called modification. So now knowledge mode also has this modification occurring time to time. Each samay, it keeps on occurring again and again and again and again and again in different forms. My soul is one globe with infinite attributes within, including this knowledge attribute. And this knowledge attribute keeps on transforming since time infinite before and for time infinite forever in the future. This knowledge mode occurring, it comes in a sequential order. They come in predetermined, predestined form. Means I am going to talk this kind of sentence right now at this moment, or it was predetermined and it came right now. 2 hours from now, I'll be retiring. It was predetermined. No, I'm not going to retire, but I'll have a sleepless night. It was predetermined. All this knowledge, those modifications are predetermined and predestined. They come because they are supposed to come that way, and that's it. They keep on coming and coming and coming and coming. I cannot change them. Now, what do you mean by I cannot change it? I did some work. A patient came with heart attack, and I took him to the cardiac cath lab, and I put a stent on the patient. Patient's heart attack was prevented, and he walked out of the hospital next day, and third day he ended up going to work. Didn't I do the great job? Well, son, it was supposed to happen that way only. You are taking undue credit for that. You are supposed to go at 2 o'clock morning to the emergency room in the hospital. It was predetermined for you. For the patient, it was predetermined to be in the emergency room at the time. And it was predetermined that you'll be doing angiogram. It was predetermined that you'll be putting all those things are predetermined. Why should I take the undue advantage of these facts? They are there. They were supposed to happen. In the patient, it was supposed to happen that way. In the doctor, it was supposed to happen that way. And they both happened parallel way. That's it. So it was supposed to happen in a sequential order. So let's see what it says here. Every substance of the universe has its own independent transformation. They are predetermined in a given substance. How do we know all these things? Remember, we said 10 minutes back, we said that Omniscient Lord in the pure knowledge mode, he can reflect, he can illuminate all the universal substances, past, present, and future. That means Omniscient Lord has seen me, what was supposed to happen to me in the past, what is happening right now, what's going to happen from hours from now, and days from now, weeks from now, years from now, Sagropam years from now, what is going to happen. He is seeing that within one given moment, my past, present, and future. Now, if I believe Omniscient Lord, that means I believe in his knowledge. And if I believe in his knowledge, that means he has seen my past, present, and future modes the way they were supposed to come. They are supposed to come. They'll be supposed to come. He has seen that. Every moment he's seeing that. Now, if Omniscient Lord has seen all those modes, am I there to go and change something to somebody? No. It is supposed to happen to the patient also, supposed to happen to the doctor also, and that's it. The doctor's modes are occurring in his own self, patient's modes are occurring in his own self, and that's all it is. So, when I believe Omniscient Lord, That means I know this transformation that is occurring within me, independent within me by myself, so that if I know that part, then I stop interfering in your work. That does not mean that I should not work as a doctor tomorrow morning and just tell the patient, you know, what's going to happen to you, it's going to happen. I can't. No. I had to do my work, but it is because of me that his patient get cured. That kind of wrong assumption I had to remove. I have to continue doing same thing. Mother has to raise the child. Mother cannot say to the child that, hey, you know what? What's going to happen to you is going to happen to you. I'm not responsible. Sure, but mother's duty is to feed the child. Child's duty is to listen to the mother. Those things are predetermined. It's happening that way. So I'm not there to interfere in anybody else's thing. If the parents say that, you know, we work extremely hard, and we have 4 children, one became doctor, second became engineer, third became CPA. Hey, what about the 4th one? How come he became truck driver? Well, that is his luck. No, all the 4 had their own luck. All the 4 had their own transformation. You are merely present as an instrumental cause in the life of those 4 kids. One should not take undue accomplishment from anybody. It was supposed to happen. We did. That's it. What's the next point? When one knows this fact, then he ends up knowing the principle of modes occurring in their sequential order, means kram bat paryay. So everything happens for a reason. That's it. If I accept that one, then my anxiety goes away. If bad is going to happen to me, yes, it's going to happen to me. I have to lie down low and let the storm pass away. Once the storm passes away, the sun rays will come out, sunlight will come out, and bright day will be followed. Darkness of the night does not remain forever, and next morning the sun rises and darkness goes away. Same way, my life also does not remain dark forever. So that kind of activity, that kind of assessment, I understand, and this is simply by knowing 6 universal substances. Can we imagine how much Omniscient Lord has given, even one simple, very first principle, how many truth that he has inserted in those things. Next knower and object of knowledge relationship. This is gnata gnay relationship. I think this is going to take time. Time-wise, how much time we have right now? Let me see, if you don't mind. Yeah, we don't have much time, because I think I would like to. This will take little explanation, so we won't touch that. If there is any question, we can take some questions right now. We have covered a lot today, you know. So, and I'm pretty sure there are going to be questions. So, go ahead, throw it.
કિરીટભાઈ,
Yeah.
મને એક ક્વેશ્ચન છે, પણ આ મને લગતો છે, પણ થોડુંક આનાથી હટકે છે, તો હમણાં પૂછું કે તમને ફોન પર?
Go ahead, speak right now. If you please.
વચનામૃતમાં સાંભળ્યું હતું કે કાજળની પારના જીવો જેને હણી નથી શકાતા, વાયુથી મરી નથી શકતા કે અગ્નિથી નથી બાળી શકાતા, એટલે એ બધું મને સમજાવ્યું છે, પણ ખાલી કાજળની પાર એટલે એ એક્ઝેક્ટલી ક્યાં હોય એ જીવો?
For example, water drop itself has infinite amount of lives in a water drop. Same thing in the fire also. Fire itself has an infinite lives. Same is a wind. Wind itself has infinite lives. And their associated living beings are also with that. But right now, infinite lives are there.
Sir, can you translate the question, because I didn't understand the question.
તમે કાજલ કહ્યું ને?
હા.
Means what she's saying, that in the fire, how come there could be life in the fire and they cannot, those microscopic living beings, they cannot be killed, they cannot be pierced, they cannot be destroyed. So what are those things? That is her question. And answer to that one, that if 1 cent lives are there in water bodies, fire bodies, earth bodies, air bodies, and plant bodies. The five 1 cent living bodies are there. That they are extreme microscopic in nature are there, that they are, for our naked eye, we won't be able to see them. Even with the microscope, electron microscope, we may not be able to see them, but they are present, And so they have their own fate of living, and how long they live, when they get destroyed, when they are dead, when they get reborn, and all those things. And that detailed explanation is given in the Karnan Yoga scriptures. For us, because of me, I don't want to waste the life of those 1 cent living being. That means if I'm not in the house, do I want to keep my air conditioning running? If I'm taking a shower, do I want to keep on taking shower for half an hour till the water tank becomes empty? Or it's just in the sense, I have to use those things within a limit, and I don't have to abuse so much. So this is kind of Jainism at an individual level, but again, there is ecological facts are there, that you have to save the universe, you have to save the earth, and so you don't waste energy unnecessarily. Okay. Next question. Yeah.
કિરીટભાઈ, એ 6 કાઈના જીવ માટે હું નથી પૂછી રહી. ઠીક છે, હું પછી તમને ફોન કરીને પછી આજે આપણે તમે સમજાવે ને 6 કાઈના જીવો માટે સમજાવ્યું. That I understand, but હું તમને કહીશ પછી. મારો હજી ક્વેશ્ચન બીજો છે.
No problem. Okay, we'll talk later. Okay. Any other questions? Well, if not, then we possibly can do the closing here, right? All right. जावाणी के ज्ञान से सूझे लोकालोक, सोवाणी मस्तक नमो सदा देत हूँ ढोक. 9 बार नमो का मंत्र. नमो अनंताण नमो सिद्धाण नमो आनंद नमो जान नमो ले सौसाम नमो अरियंताण नमो सिद्धाण नमो आनंद नमो जान नमो ले सौसाम नमो अनंताण नमो सिद्धाण नमो आनंद नमो जान नमो ले सौसाम नमो अरियंताण नमो सिद्धाण नमो आर्यण नमो जान नमो ले सौसाम नमो अरियंताण नमो सिद्धाण नमो आर्यण नमो जान नमो ले सौसाम नमो अरियंताण नमो सिद्धाण नमो आर्यण नमो जान नमो ले सौसाम नमो अरियंताण नमो सिद्धाण नमो आर्यण नमो जान नमो ले सौसाम नमो अरियंताण नमो सिद्धाण नमो आर्यण नमो जान नमो ले सौसाम नमो अरियंताण नमो सिद्धाण नमो आर्यण नमो जान नमो ले सौसाम नमो अरियंताण. Jai Janendra, Michai Dukram, Bulchuk. Mistake anywhere, please forgive me, and please also let me know where I made mistake. And thank you.